It was almost like you talked him into making the call, and when the hands got turned over, you was in fantastic shape. We always knew there was going to be a spike in the tail, but how that turned out, you must be absolutely gutted.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you know, like I said, the theme is you get what you ask for, and you know, this is a game of cycles, and if you can't make it through the down cycles, you shouldn't be playing the game. Right now, I'm on a little bit of a down cycle, and hopefully it'll turn around for me next time around. So it's no fun sitting on this side of the table, I gotta tell you.
You're right.
Cowboy Kenneth James is riding out of here empty-handed. He's been such a character around the table with his chat and songs, but the mic's been pulled and we're down to just two. Join us after the break to find out who will be the next man through to the semi-final tables and a step closer to that $200,000 top prize.
No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com.
Welcome back to the PartyPoker.com World Open. We're down to just two players, and though John Houston had the early lead for so long, Tony Varjevan has got himself right back into this one. Let's find out how our commentators feel this one will go.
Head up now at Houston. You talk about your heart on your sleeve. He's a little bit happier now. He's had about 7 emotions in the last 7 hands.
He looks a lot more happier now, I know that, than when he went all in with 4-6 and thought the other guy called him. Yeah, he definitely looks happy now. I'm really looking forward to this heads up. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Handshake, gentlemen.
It is. It's hard to say which way it's going to go, but Houston obviously very willing to commit. I mean, looking at this tail of the tape here, the biggest difference between them, I guess, is hands won and bet frequency.
Yeah, I mean, John's slightly ahead with those, but at the minute there's nothing in the chips. It's one blind, so.
Yeah, I can't imagine Houston sitting there for too long. Here he comes.
Raise.
What did he raise there?
Houston played tight for 2 hands. And now it's about, well, I've created an image for
30,000
myself.
total.
It probably seemed like forever. But what did he raise there? Did he raise 15,000?
Yeah, just the minimum. Do you think Varjevan's telling himself, well, I was going to say he's telling himself no flops, just fold or re-raise, but clearly Varjevan kind of feels like he can play flops.
Well,
here.
he's got one of them hands 6-9. I mean, they're fantastic hands if you hit. You know, you got an array of cards around there. That's all he's hoping for. Plus, it also, if any normal person, if they're at it, then they tend to check. But
Check.
John don't. See.
Check.
Oh
Check.
yes.
Wow.
Both checks.
Well, he's actually got a pair. It'll backfire on him if 6 or 9 hits.
Check. Both checked.
And Houston prepared to check this down.
It's not how we expected it to go, Jesse, for sure.
God, if Tony sticks this in, is it? That's a big. That's
60,000.
That's a big bluff.
I think I'm beating you on the flop at the moment.
Pass.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, it's just bad. Sorry, Donald. It's
Okay.
just bad play. I'll let you get on.
Wow. It's almost like Houston doesn't think Varjevan is capable of sticking in a bluff.
On the
Well,
flop, aren't you?
they're both playing pretty cagey, but this guy Tony, like I said to you before, when he's making the raise, he's making them worthwhile. You know, the 60,000. The hand before the raise that John made was just minimum.
If you're finding you're loving poker, then log on to the website at the bottom of the screen, www.5.tv/poker. You can find out the basics on how to play Texas Hold'em and what beats what, as well as find tips on improving your game. Plus, if you click on Watch Now, you'll have access to great downloadable video interviews from some of the game's leading players.
You can understand no one wanted to make a suicidal mistake. It's 1 seat to play for. $500,000 prize pool.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they've both got that in the back of their minds.
Cool.
Fantastic amount of money.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, what you most want to do is find a way to win this where the cards don't have to sort it out. But
Yeah, well, that is nice, but you can't just keep on, you know, check all the time.
Check.
One of them gets out and they put a bet in, the other one folds.
20,000.
You got to be prepared to make some moves, and they're both double capable of doing that, but they just seem to have had the brakes put on them.
Well, right now it's Houston who's stuck in a 20,000 bet. Varyavan's got the best hand, but it's bottom pair. He's not to know. And he must be faced with the problem that if he does stick in a small raise, Houston might just go all in.
Yeah. But also what's in their mind, no one's actually made a move yet, and they'll be both very conscious of that.
Call.
Well, he's decided just to call. Is this a mistake?
Well, he's only calling, opening a card, so as he can have a bet and maybe push John off if he's got 4 hearts, has he?
Check.
Yeah, I mean, Varyavan thinks he likes that card, but it just hit Houston's
Right.
hand.
Yeah, he's seen it. He's going to have a raise up.
Houston might get married to this.
I'm not so sure, Jesse.
No?
No, I'm not so sure. Not as they've both been trap checking. You know, he might think the other
55,000
guy's got
more.
the ace.
If Varyavan, well, Houston, if